Today, as it was said in the opening statement, we got together in the City of Peace, and we got together to discuss a great deal of things and to come up with outcomes. I have the distinct privilege of presenting and launching on behalf of everybody who participated today in our conversations and in our event celebrating these 70 years of the United Nations. We came up with a manifesto, the Hague Manifesto, that we have launched and we have released today. Now, it is important to know that the manifesto came out of an event in which many people came together from different backgrounds, different levels, different expertise, but with the same passion. And the passion is the Sustainable Development Goals. We have that in common. We may differ in what exactly do we study, how exactly do we go about it. We may even disagree in some of the technicalities. But our passion for the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly number 16, is something that unites us. And we hope that unites many more. Now, the Hague Manifesto is a document that, if summed up in one word, it's a catalyst. It's just the first step towards a great journey that we hope we make together and with many, many others. It is a document that came out of a student-led initiative in which we discussed issues as cyber governance, peace building, peacekeeping, climate change, among others. Difficult topics. And we tried to cluster them, to come up with creative solutions, but more importantly, ideas that are actionable. And that is very important. We didn't want another document among many other documents that I'm sure all of you have read, or maybe not really. But we didn't want that. We wanted something more. So we gathered in 4 workshops, thematic workshops. We discussed papers that were written by myself and bright colleagues of mine. And we tried to turn the principles into actions and have a bedrock of ideas to catalyst and inspire. So, was this document incomplete? Yes, and by design, because we want to create a process whereby everybody participates. And actually, we want more people to say, hey, you missed that, so put it in. And our answer will be, you put it in, come join us, be part of the process. Join our initiative that started in this beautiful night in the Seat of Justice. Now, we have a certain number of principles. These principles, we basically want to engage with the youth because we are not the future, we are the present. And we want to say and how things are done. We want to engage with all possible stakeholders. I think everybody in this room agrees that we live in a world that is no longer state-centric. And all of us here have a dire wish to ensure that institutions and justice is ensured. So we took SDG 16, the Sustainable Development Goal, that wants to ensure access to justice for everybody and sustainable societies, as our wide-eyed lens through which we wanted to see how can we come up with ideas that are plausible, actionable, and can have a positive impact everywhere. Of course, our lofty ideas in The Hague are only ideas unless we say, well, we have a framework, and we're going to have an action plan that can have an impact from South America to Asia, all across the world. So we are going to follow up. Unlike many of these declarations that I think we just established that not everybody reads properly, we are going to have an action plan, and it's not going to be a one-shot game. We're actually going to follow up. We're going to engage with academics, practitioners, students, and we want to continue the conversation. And we want to inspire many others to join the conversation, because this conversation is global, or at least it should be. And if we are in this beautiful landmark of global justice, then we have to include everybody. And we want to. We want to welcome to this initiative of the Hague Project and many of the stakeholders. We want to include them in this Hague Manifesto, especially the youth, because, as I said, we are the present. And demographically speaking, we deserve a chance to have an impact in decision-making. The Sustainable Development Goals, unlike their predecessors, are a platform much more multidimensional, much more difficult to achieve, because we don't want to ensure just the basis. We did that, sort of. We want to reach for more. And the United Nations has finally set a target in which they want to do that. So this is our Hague Manifesto. Of course, the documents and all of the follow-ups will be put online. Online, we are hoping to have more conversations with everybody, all stakeholders, no matter from where. We hope you read it. We hope you give us feedback. And more importantly, we hope you join the conversation. So this is our manifesto. This is the 88 voices came together and have this. I hope next year somebody else comes here and say, this is the product of 1,000 voices, and so on and so forth. Thank you.